What's up, y'all? It's your girl Esenje, and I'm back with another video. Hold on. What's up, guys? It's your girl Esenje from Oracles of Esenje, and I'm back with another video. Yeah, I'm back with another video. Today, the title to our reading is "You Gonna Be Hot a Little While, I'm Gonna Be Rich Forever." Intro. Deuces. So before I get into the video or the reading or whatever, I want to start with saying take what resonate and leave what don't. And when I say leave what don't, that means if I say something that stick to you but it don't got nothing to do with you, maybe it's sticking to you so you can use it to help somebody else. Exactly. Intro. Deuces. Okay, period. Each one teach one, you already know what's up. Again, intro. Deuces. Yeah, because there's a song with Kanye. I know Kanye's in it, and Chris Brown. I don't know if they got any more features. I don't even know if Kanye is the feature, but I think it's Deuces by Chris Brown. But that's what Kanye said. He said, "You gonna be hot a little while, I'm gonna be rich forever." And that's what they said in that song. Introduces all that bush for the birds. You ain't nothing but a vulture. Always hoping for the worst. Waiting for me to fuck up. You'll regret the day when I find another girl, yeah. You know just what I mean. Know just what and I tell her keep it drama free. What King of Swords in a reverse. Somebody lying. I was about to say that. I was about to say, he recently told the truth in the interview, and it mentioned that he was the problem. So, like, why would you? I don't know. If somebody is the problem, they don't treat you right. They do get to go love bomb somebody else, but basically, love bombing is the best that they got. Like, they're not long term people. 222 on the timer. What? Knight of Wands, exactly. Now is a good time to do what you want. Energy, passion, adventure, generous, impetus, courage, and departure. Exactly, departure with threes. Always, it's always a good time to do what you want. Earl, 101 Dalmatians. Stunning girl, like it that blue face like dogs. We all want her to put him in a cage. He said third party, she said no 5. Every dog has its day. She said, "You still gonna be a dog?" He said, "I'ma always be a dog, baby." With the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I'ma always be a dog, baby. I don't know. Listen, you can listen to who you want to. You can believe in what you want. With this motherfucking 9 of Pentacles on the reverse and in the upright. You can believe what you want. They say, never be with a man if you don't think that who he is right now is who you will want to be with for the rest of your life. First of all, because something about the way that some of them think, it don't, like, their brains don't expand. So, like, or their knowledge and wisdom, some of them, it don't expand. So, like, they think that, like, at that moment of accomplishing a woman, like, that's their height, some of them. So, it's like, they believe that they're the best. Exactly with this 9 of Pentacles, they believe that they're the best because they've already accomplished something that's hard to accomplish, which is getting it and maintaining a partner. So if they can get and maintain a partner, then they must be good enough. Eight of Wands in a reverse, but somebody is sadly mistaken. I'ma always be a dog, baby. Okay. I hear, yeah, that's what I hear in the back of my head. Like, you know how dogs, when they be outside at nighttime, that you just let them to use the bathroom, but it's cold, and they be clawing at the door, crying. Yeah. And apparently you in the other room, Queen of Swords. Apparently you in the other room listening to music with this Nine of Pentacles, excuse me. You're in the other room listening to music and dancing. Because the dog need to go poop or whatever, but it don't want to because it's cold and it like the tension. And it's used to you going outside with it, but you gotta go clean something up. So the dog is crying and shit at the back of the door. Crying and calling and shit, gonna get the door dirty. That's why motherfuckers don't want dogs now. 101 Dalmatians face ass, because we're not talking about dogs. Okay? You cleaning up something in the living room that they messed up while they outside because they wanted to go outside. So you listen to music so you don't get mad cleaning up what they cleaned up. Now they clawing at the door and they had to go poop because they didn't poop all day or whatever since the last time that they were supposed to be pooping. Now they clawing at the door, didn't go poop because they like when you outside with them. Now they gonna get the door dirty too, and you still gotta go stand out in the cold with them to poop. I don't know who this for, but if that sounded like a lot to you, Queen of Pentacles, we already had the Queen of Swords just now. Now we got the Queen of Pentacles. If that sounds like too much for you, I wouldn't get a dog. Because that's what dogs need. Like, they sometimes have irrational needs. 4-4 on the 4-4. I said 4-4 on the timer. It is 4-4 on the timer. 6-4-4. And then exactly, it'd be the same way, just like this. 6-4-4, just like that. It's like you wasting your time, your money, your words. You irritating your spirit with this Queen of Pentacles because of stupidity. Picking up the Queen of Swords made the Nine of Pentacles fucking go in the reverse. You got the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Like, this Queen of Swords is like, somebody need to chill. But I wanted to tell you to chill. Whether you be male or female, I want you to chill too. Because I think somebody is embodying so much peace that even you forgot how chaotic you can be. And I think that you should stay away from your chaotic energy because it's a beautiful space to be in where you forgot, like, about it a little bit, you know. Or somebody, you worked on your triggers exactly with this Hanged Man. You worked on your triggers. Something about you don't get bothered the same. Something about old dog. Something can't teach an old dog new tricks. Something about you won't care because it's not your dog anyway. Honestly, it's your neighbor's dog. You was just dog sitting. The dog only was in your house because you felt bad for it. The neighbor said you didn't have to bring the dog to your house. So you taking the dog back to their house because you can have it use the bathroom and eat and all that shit over there. You was just being nice to the dog. Apparently the dog had it mistaken. 10 of Wands, exactly. The dog had it mistaken. Coming to completion. Carrying other people's burdens. They ain't know. And the owner coming back tomorrow. So you ain't going to be dealing with too much about the dog anyway. But you are going to have to clean up the dog hair. Remember, again, we're not talking about a dog with the Page of Cups. Unless we are talking about a dog. I don't know. But I'm not talking about a dog. 101 Dalmatians. Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil. If he doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. To see is to take the spot and chill. Look out for Cruella de Vil. Oh, cause like I said, it could be male or female, but female is like women, male or female. I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe it's a thing. I'm just glad I don't live in the same world as y'all where everything mattered the same to me. So I'm more like male or female, and I'm like females. I forgot y'all be triggered by that word. I don't get it. I'm a female too, so I don't know. You know, and I dislike everybody, so it's like, it doesn't matter what I say as long as it's not bitch or nigga or pussy ass nigga. Yeah. Something about a fishy ass cup. Somebody trying to give you a fishy ass cup. Somebody could be trying to come back to you after having sex with somebody else. Somebody had sex with somebody else. Somebody had sex with somebody else and it threw off their pH balance. Again, like I said, males or females, something with females. We need to have the same standards for men that men have for us. Even though their standards, when they be talking, they be lying sometimes, yours need to be true. Because some of the times when they be talking, they be telling the truth too. So, a man said one time, an older man, he was giving young women giving young women advice, and he said something like, if a man say you sleep with another man, you trash, like, you need to learn to look at him like that too. Somebody about to try to come offer you a fishy ass cup. That's some let me smell your dick type shit. You don't need to smell nobody's dick 11:11 on the timer. You don't need to do that. They cheated sexually. Somebody stepped out sexually with the devil card. Capricorn, earth sign. Somebody had sex with someone else. Yup. Cause I see they private parts. They was under the influence. Somebody had sex with somebody under the influence. I never seen a private parts until today. Is male and female. These two little things down here. People under the devil. They was both under the influence. They was having sex. It's like they chained to the devil. I'm gonna try to cover the private parts. I'll show you the picture. See, they chained to the devil. I never noticed all of this. Cause you know how you be wanting the shit to not be true with the six? Cause at first when I looked at the twins, I was gonna say they had sex with two people, right? Which for some people that could be true. And then that's when I noticed they body parts, and I was like, dang, so they had sex with both genders. You know what I'm saying? That could also be true, depending on who you are. But for somebody, it was some simple regular. They was drunk, under the influence of the devil, under the influence and under the influence of the devil, and they had sex with somebody else. Raw sex. With this fire in a reverse. But it's catching a tail. Like I said, somebody had sex with somebody that through their body chemistry, y'all, it left some type of bacteria. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Even if it's like a spiritually transmitted some shit. It's something left, and it smells off of them. And I hear somebody smell like alcohol. The cancer. It could be a cancer offering love to somebody. But when I was looking at this man, like from a glimpse, it had looked like he had heels on. Balance, choice, and duality. Settle energy. Is a Cancer man coming? I was gonna say a Libra woman, but is a Cancer man coming towards somebody to be in a relationship with some masculine woman, or he puts you in your masculine energy, and yeah, it's because like it's basically like him being with a man without having to be embarrassed of being with a man, and he will be expecting you to like push it in his ass. We both got holes, said this nigga. I ain't lying to you. King of Swords. Air sign man. It could be a man coming towards you, a water sign man or a fire sign man, letting you know that they got feelings for you, whether you LGBTQ or not. I see a long time friend if you're an air sign man coming to tell you that they like you in a different type of way. 5:15. 5:15. What song playing? Kaylani. Yeah. So won't you come pick up your clothes? I have them folded. Yeah, somebody gonna tell you they was a bad friend, whether you male or female, however you identify anybody. They gonna tell you they was a bad friend to you because they didn't know how to communicate they feelings, but somebody really in love with you. I ain't gonna lie. I folded definitely standing out when they said that, because if it's the person who pop up in my head, I'm Bill or I might fold. Like, oh, you want to be serious? Cool, let's do it. But that don't make it good. It's you and baby, because it could be ungrounded. This nigga need someone that can make me feel safe like you. Yeah, because if it's a Cancer coming toward you, like after y'all stop talking, yeah, it's because you make them feel safe. Earth page, also a Pisces. Again, you make them feel safe. But that water sign just seems like they don't really have like much to offer. If I'm gonna be blunt, they gonna be like, "But you got my heart." But so do somebody else. But that's how, like, if you found out the truth, they would try to convince you that it's okay that somebody else have their heart, because they're gonna be like, "But I choose you though. I choose you." But they still like occasionally send that other person mixed signals or whatever the case may be, so that person don't let go, and they call it not being mean. Cancer or Pisces. If Scorpio had to see their ex, they'd probably treat you different. I don't know whether it be good or bad. Strong fire and Leo. Yeah, because if that Scorpio's ex is a Leo, it's gonna hurt your feelings, because they actually have a very like unmatched bond. And by the time you catch on to your position in it, they both gonna be laughing at you. And the Leo might take the Scorpio back because they want to, and they want to prove a point. And if Scorpio didn't work through like how they feel with that person or whatever the case may be, they may have bad boundaries and go back. What else? Gemini, Eight of Swords. Gemini and Cancer. Gemini and Cancer. A Cancer want to trap a Gemini, because we got two eights out. We got the Eight of Swords and the Strength. So eight of air and the Eight of fire. Or Leo. Gemini, if you're having sex with a Leo, just know that if you get them pregnant, they not trying to get an abortion. So like, be cautious if you don't want to have no child, because you can't blame that person. Sagittarius, watch out for that Gemini. That Gemini got a crush on you. Rock and toss. Rock and toss. Yeah, Sag. Definitely watch out for that Gemini with that rock and toss standing out, because you know if you let them fuck, they gonna be, especially a Sagittarius woman, you know you let them fuck, they gonna be out. They're not gonna be stable with you at all. Exactly, with the Five of Swords. Aquarius. If somebody want a Gemini, there's a chance that that Gemini is like stuck on the Aquarius anyway. And don't ever think all of the bad shit that a Gemini tell you about somebody means that they don't want to deal with them, because that's just not the facts. It's not. They be like, such and such and such and such did this and this and this and that. Why would I want to deal with them? Don't believe that. Don't believe that. Because on a good day, Gemini is ready to play. And that person got the demons that Gemini like. Gemini Sun. I don't even want to put that on Gemini Rising. Gemini Rising, somebody could be trying to call you a cheater. To forgive. I can love you better than she can. Somebody thinking something bad about a Gemini Rising, but the Gemini Rising is really alone. The Gemini Rising is in isolation. What? With the vibration? Yeah. It's a Gemini Rising that's in isolation right now. And people, because this just looks like chaos at the top of that card. That's what it looks like. And people just like, oh, this Gemini, they in a relationship, or they think something bad about the Gemini is happening, but Gemini is really just chilling by themselves, like enjoying the fruits of their labor. Love, exactly, them and their loved ones, or whatever. I be irritated with that because my phone, it just vibrate all fucking day. I don't get it. I'm sitting here wondering why you don't love me the way that I love you. Now, baby, macrocosm, basically. Have no fears. I will never ever hurt you. And I know my love is real. Boy, I can. Somebody listening connected. Somebody listening to old school music. Thinking about somebody and drinking. Somebody's drinking. They want to stop, but they've been drinking like heavier stuff. They might have to like stop by drinking like lighter things, like try to switch over to coolers, two. But that could possibly turn them into like actually a serial drinker if they switch to coolers, because they are kind of an avoidant of some sort. And I'm on my knees. I'm tired of the balance card, because they're busy bee, and they don't want to deal with their emotions. So like, I'm just saying, because I'm trying not to say it, but it's like from their perspective, it's like, I'm gonna do this because it's gonna help me get through. You know what I mean? Somebody is moving forward though. Worthy, exactly. You just gotta be worthy, yeah. I will give you the world, baby girl. A female should remix that song, Grounded. A female should remix that song. I feel like everybody gonna move forward and be fine. To be honest, it gives that, because if everybody in the situation is working on themselves, even if it's at different speeds and different pace, everybody gonna be fine. They're gonna fall into alignment with what works for them. Confidence. You just gotta be true to yourself. Even when somebody else don't, you still gotta be honest about your needs. And exactly with the strength card coming out again, honest about your needs and respect your needs even when other people don't agree. I like it like that. Gotta believe me when I tell ya. See, I like dollars, I like diamonds, I like stunting, I like shining, I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm shining. Bitch, I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the jeweler, I put rocks all in my watch. I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. I like proving niggas wrong, I do what they say I can't. They call me Cardi, banging body. Somebody gonna be spending time like self-love. They call me Cardi, banging body, spicy mommy, hot tamale, hotter than a advocate. Big dip on top of the roof, flexing on bitches as hard as I can, eat them alive. Now, told that bitch I'm sorry though. Bought my coins like Mario. Yes, they call me Cardi B. I read this shit like cardio. Um, Somebody look good in yellow and brown and green and blue. Somebody look good in black. Whether that be you or somebody else. Because whatever that is that I just did with my eyes, exactly understanding. Yes, we know that's what I need from you. We know, we know, we know. That's why I say sometimes, like, it's better to move forward and, like, be there for yourself than, like, wait for somebody else to understand what you need. People know what you need because they know what they need. So when somebody won't even give you what they asking for, like, they don't care about you, even if they think they do. It's okay. Allow them to understand that they have illusion, put themselves under an illusion. It's not true. You're not stupid. You're not dumb. You're none of that, sister. You're none of that, brother. You're none of that. You're not stupid. You're not dumb. You're not none of that. But that's what I was saying. Sometimes females, ladies, when I was talking about females, you gotta realize, like, when you don't like who you becoming with somebody. I heard something one time and I started really thinking about that shit. Like, they said you don't like people, like, you like who you are when you with that person. So, like, you gotta because you still do like people a little bit, but you really do like who you are with that person. Like, if you really like somebody, you really like who you are with that person. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta step back and be like, you know, when you need to evaluate everything and you getting shit confused because you're not happy with somebody, but you know you still like them. Like, the final decision is going to be always, like, do you like who you are with that person with the kindness card? Even if you the problem. If you don't like who you are with that person, you got to go. You get what I'm saying? Say because you the problem because y'all be arguing. You know how niggas be like, something, I want peace. I don't want no toxic relationship, da 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 da, right? But he be picking and shit like that. But she picked back. Now he not happy because he can't bully her or some shit like that. You get what I'm saying? So bro not happy because you thinking too much and shit like that. Now you gotta take accountability. Shit, you don't like it there, leave. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Don't turn back, of course, but leave. Like, you don't gotta be nowhere that you don't wanna be. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta do that. Like, you're not ready to take accountability for you and your life. It's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not, you don't like who you are there. You gotta self-reflect there. You don't like self-reflect and leave. Like, you don't like having to coach a nigga all day and shit like that and yell at him and boss him around and tell him everything that he gotta do. Leave. Like, if you don't like who you are with somebody, leave. Say you not the problem and such arguing with you. Now, instead of, like, you started trying to communicate back and now you don't communicate back. With the abundance, you don't communicate back. So you started, like, holding back. You get what I'm saying? You don't like this doormat that you become. Leave. Male, female, none of this shit matters. Leave. And transcend. I was about to say, because that was abundance and transcend. Don't ever say nothing to me about no male, female. I don't like neither one of you motherfuckers, but I like both. So, yeah. Abundance and transcend. Like, you could change in any direction for real, for real. You just gotta be ready for it. Exactly. Abundance back again. Back to back, made back, stacked the M's. Exactly. And that's on topic. You said you gonna be hot a little while, I'm gonna be rich forever. As long as you always in touch with yourself and your own needs and your desires, you're going to always be good. You know what I'm saying? Because people envy money some. You get what I'm saying? But it's not, they don't realize it's not the money that they envy. They envy what money do for people, and money be making people happy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So what they really envying is the happiness, because some people envy people with money, get money, and still don't be happy. So it's not the money truly that they are envying. It is the happiness, contentment, surety, confidence. It's not the money itself. It's what the money is doing. If motherfuckers took currency away from money and gold and shit like that, and currency became oranges, and somebody had an abundance of oranges and it made them happy, a person would change from being happy having hella gold and diamonds to being happy to having a bucket of oranges. You get what I'm saying? It's really not about having the thing. It's about being grateful when you have things. That's what rich is. Manifestation, exactly. It's not about having things. It's about being grateful when you have things. Because everything that's good will go bad, and everything that is bad will go good. Like, that's just promise. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing at all. So you always gotta embrace every moment. For example, like when you happy, enjoy every detail about it, because say you having a great time out and you wear a cute outfit or some shit, nighttime is gonna come and you gonna have to not be doing what it was that you was doing that night, you get, or that day at the nighttime or whatever, because it's time to switch what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? But say like something's going bad and somebody irritated you or something like that, like don't rush out of making sure that you don't experience that, because you have to embrace the details of what it is that you experience so that you can make sure that you're not going through that again. You get what I'm saying? So with manifestation, it is learning to, it's not about what you have, it's about being grateful for what you do have. Okay? Because when you're grateful for with what you have, you take care of what you have. And when you take care of what you have, that's how you can be blessed with more. That's how you manifest. You have to be grateful for what you have. They always say that. Pure intention, exactly. How can you take care of something more when you can't even handle what you have now? You know? It's like, okay, when I get there, I'm going to do this. Okay, granted, and it don't mean that you're not. But let's get started right now. And that's a realistic thing that the universe is asking of you. For example, like, yeah, when you get to this place, whether it be a physical place, emotional place, a mental place, when you get to this place, you're going to be able to skyrocket, right? But like, why drop all that stuff on yourself at one time when you can start getting your feet wet and practicing right now, so that when you are in a space that you're working towards to be comfortable doing said thing, like you can be comfortable in your comfort space. You get what I'm saying? You're not like sweating and let me change this, let me fix that, let me see this. You get what I'm saying? It's more like, I already know what I want to do. I already know how I want to do this, you know? Baby, how you do it like that? Ass so fat, loving what you got on. Moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. Like I said, embrace everything, good and bad. 3333 was on the timer. Embrace everything. Because I'm telling you, when somebody hurts you or something like that, you got to pay attention to the details on how you allowed it, every single piece of the detail on how you allowed it, how you let it happen, shit like that. Why you don't ever want to deal with that again. That's the only way to avoid that shit happening again, is by embracing every single detail. And I know it's irritating and I know that it's going to hurt to allow yourself to be sad, but sometimes you gotta do that so you don't keep being somebody who's sad about the same shit. Exactly. Tree wisdom. One thing, I ain't gonna lie, when you in a room full of ignorant people, when you say, I don't know why this keep happening to me, it gets you attention. But when you in a room full of like people with their own internal strength and knowledge, and you say, I don't know why this keep happening to me, you are the weakest link. You get what I'm saying? Because how are you so unaware of yourself that you can't figure out how you manifest these things? Like, people in a room full of wisdom and knowledge and strength, they know exactly how the fuck they fucking up. They're fucking up because they're working on fixing the thing and how they present whatever it is that's fucking them up. But Like, get yourself out of a space. If you in this space, get yourself out of a space where you keep saying you don't know why shit is happening with you. Like, you should be giving yourself more time and attention than not knowing why something is happening. You get what I'm saying? Like, you may not be able to control what is happening, but you need to know exactly what it is in you that's allowing it. You dig what I'm saying? Singing the same song. Being a victim is only impressive in a room full of idiots. I don't know who needed to hear that. A clueless, thoughtless victim? That's like, oh, he was talking to me and said such and such and such and such, but you wore a skinny skirt, like you wore the little skirts they be wearing with a thong, the one with the butt cheek out. You wore that outside and you was twerking and dancing and licking your tongue and your lips right in front of him. I'm not saying that something bad is supposed to happen to you. Remember, nothing bad happened to you. He just said some shit. You get what I'm saying? He said some shit that made you uncomfortable. We're not talking about what he did that's wrong yet. We're talking about how you feel. So he said some shit, and you saying you don't know why he said the shit that he was saying to you, why he verbally came on to you in a sexual way, but you did all these sexual things in front of him. It gotta be a level of accountability, because you may not have liked what somebody said to you, and that don't mean that they were supposed to say what they had said to you, but that do mean, like, damn, I shouldn't do shit like that. You know what I mean? And then you want to make it fair, I'll flip it over. Like, you a man, right? And you tell a woman to communicate because you be getting ghosted or something like that, and you meet a woman and you like her and you tell her like communication is key, right? And then she start communicating with you, and you everything going well when she telling you about her life, but one day she don't like something about you, right? So then she communicate with you, and now you don't want to hear what she say, but now like time going by and you telling people she won't communicate with you no more. She don't talk about nothing. She won't talk to you. Well, think about how you treated her when she was talking to you. You get what I'm saying? Talking the same. You don't know why something happened. Like I said, that shit only gonna work in a room full of idiots. It only, like, only them, they trying to analyze some stupid shit that they already know too. They already know too. Like, if a man came, or if a male came off to a female in a nasty way, like with just words, the people in the room who she venting to that be around her all the time know exactly why he did that, because they know her patterns. So, like, if a woman stopped dealing with a man because of how he talked to her, or she don't want to communicate with him no more, whoever he venting to already know why she don't want to communicate with him. They know he's an asshole. That's only, like I said, being a victim only gets you attention in a room full of idiots. That's it. And if that's what you like, you gotta admit that that's what you like. You like attention from idiots. Temptation. Man, you supposed to go in that joint like, listen, I was shaking my ass with this skirt on and this nigga was talking to me crazy. I mean, I get that I was doing that, but I ain't want him to talk to me. Not, I did this and this and that and he talked to me and I don't know why. You supposed to be like, bro, I was talking to this girl kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But then she started talking to me crazy. I'm like, hold on, baby girl. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that. Like, you got me a little uncomfortable. I know that I did it. But, I mean, you threw me off because I'm not used to that. You don't say motherfucking, I don't know why she talking to me like that. What the hell? You get what you give. Nobody is above the law. Purity. This is the second time Purity came out. It's just from a different day. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it will find the answers of your questions, or whatever the case may be. Boom. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you deal with. But them motherfuckers know that they are assholes. They know that the shit that they talking is bigger than the shit that they walking. But they got attention from you, so they feel like they might as well put on a good show, and the only one buying that shit is you. Honestly, all the people around them, they listen to him when they talk, but that's because they don't like being alone. Everybody know they bullshitting. So whatever point that you think that you gotta prove, I promise you, you don't, because everybody know whoever the fuck playing with you is a straight up bullshitting ass piece of shit. You the only one who believe in them. They don't even believe in they self. Why do you think they stuck to you? Light and healing. I think this is the second time that healing came out too. It may be the second time that light came out as well. I'm not sure, but I know for a fact that this is the second time healing came out. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. They always say that, and I be listening to I listen to these people on YouTube. The fact that I don't know the other man's name on YouTube, who I be listening to, it don't matter, because him and the man whose name I listen to, they always post the same topic. I don't know if they're the same person, but yeah, he said something like his name is something like former pimp educating women, educating about men or something like that. Just search it up, former pimp, and he wear a mask, and they teach you about like men and how they think and shit like that. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. The best trick a man can play on you is pretending to be stupid. The biggest trick that you can play on yourself is like not believing them. So this is, it sounds like a contradiction, but it's not. So I always say this because I learned this as an observation from my own life. I know how dumb you are based off of how dumb you think I am. So if you believe that I would, like, if you were stupid enough to believe that I would fall for that, you must be pretty fucking stupid. You get what I'm saying? So the biggest trick they can play on you is making you believe that they are stupid, unaware of what they're doing, and they didn't know better and shit like that. And the biggest trick you can play on yourself is not believing them. Because if they was really stupid enough to believe that you wouldn't see through them, they actually are fucking stupid. You get what I'm saying? They are stupid. Like, it's cool. It's not you. It's them. And that's how you're going to win. Because if you don't need, like, you enjoy people, but you don't need them to succeed, you're going to always win. I'm only human after all. And I'm talking about in the ways that matter to them. Like, the things that matter to them, you can succeed with no help. Because relationships is easy. Like, and getting money is easy. Especially when you think of doing it the way that they do it. Because all they do is people please and, like, change their masks. Anybody could do that. It's just hard functioning through life when you being yourself. But they can't talk to you about that. They not being they self. They being whatever gets them by. You get what I'm saying? Your complication with authority figures is because you be yourself. So people call judgment on you, but don't ever think that you can't achieve what they achieve, because they just faking it to get it. They just faking it to get it. Like, if you wanted to be in a relationship, it'd be easy. You could do what they doing, pretend that you like somebody and agree to shit you don't agree with, like cause the right amount of, or create the right amount of attention, create fake jealousy. That's how you fake a relationship. It's pretty fucking easy. Add some sex, they're sold. It's easy. People please, all it's easy. And the same with a job. People please and agree with shit you don't agree with. You can have exactly what the next person has materialistically, but what's inside you, the ability to be yourself no matter who's around, the ability to tell your truth, the ability to take accountability, the ability to grow, shit like that. You can't fake that shit. You can't. I mean, you can try, but it's not gonna look good. Not in a room full of people who know what's up. For not in a room full of people who already planted the seed and watched it grow. Vows. Sometimes I be thinking about like doing pre-recorded videos, but sometimes I be like no, because sometimes when I come on here, people be talking to me while I'm live, so it makes me feel like I should still be recording live. But I think that if I did some pre-recorded videos, communal living, I'd be able to focus better. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. We'll see. Because sometimes I just, like, monk or nun, yeah, sometimes I really just really overly enjoy solitude. Like, and it'd be hard to get me out of my box or my bubble. And I don't know. Sometimes I'm willing to do stuff more if I feel like I'm not going to have to interact with nobody. But I still interact with people because I know that people could benefit from, like, interacting with me. And I benefit from interacting with y'all as well. So, you know, galactic. Something about the sky is the limit, exactly. You're going to be hot a little while, and we'll be rich forever. And that's the thing, they needed you because something inside of you is abundant, not something on you. But they want what's inside of you that's abundant to be on them so they can look abundant. And they're never going to achieve that because what's inside of you is not meant to be on them. Because what's inside of you isn't even on you. It's just seeping through your pores. Yeah. Mother. Exactly. You are the creator of your own destiny. So start walking in alignment with your dreams. I do this today, so this can work out like this tomorrow. I do this today, so this can work out like this tomorrow. If you start practicing that now, it's gonna be easy to get into that habit. Basically, I kind of started that practice like 2 years ago, so that's what I'm telling you. Like I about 2 years ago, I started practicing. Like, okay, I need to live like this, so such and such for my children in the future. Da 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 da. But now it's easier for me to like think of my future and my children and the influence that I would have on my children, like basing my decisions. How do you say? It's easy to navigate my decisions around how they would influence my children in the future now than it was 2 years ago. So if you care about your destiny and where karma is bound to take you, do good things now because it's just common sense. Like if you go to work now, you're gonna get paid later. Simple. So if you start taking care of your hair now, it's gonna be better later. Start taking care of your skin now, it's gonna be better later. You start saving now, it's gonna be better later. So just put yourself in alignment so that you could be like, I know this is gonna be for me later because of the work that you did. Could be something so small. Put $5 in Bitcoin right now on Cash App. I dare you. Watch. Just watch. Or turn on your roundups. Turn on your roundups on Cash App for Bitcoin. It's just always going to turn into something. I know this going to be such and such later. Look into stocks. Buy some stocks. So you can be like, I know this is going to be such and such later. You know what I mean? Go learn a skill, something that you see is valuable, so that you can always know that something good is coming later based off the work that you did right now. Yeah. Because it's some bad people who are not living as bad as a life as they could because of something that they did that was good. So, yeah. I'm going to name a person. Like, I know somebody, right, who won the lottery, but they wasn't the best parent to their children, right? But just because they wasn't the best parent to their children, they still did everything that they thought was essential. And the thing that they thought was essential about being a parent actually is essential. So this person is being able to be like, they not going to be overly blessed for the rest of their life. Like they didn't put their children in abundance, so they not going to have abundance. But they took care of their children, so they're going to be taken care of. So it's like, just do good things. It don't matter if you already started doing bad stuff. Just start doing good things, you know. It's the little things. It's going to always be the little things that's going to pay off for you later. Like if you pick up trash off the ground, you're going to find money. You have no choice because people be dropping money. Like, You get what I'm saying? People drop money, so you're gonna find money. If you get used to looking at the ground, you're gonna find things. You know what I mean? But you have to build a habit of doing good things, because when you build a habit of doing good things, you're gonna like have a habit inside you to expect good things as well. Not because you're entitled to them, but because that's just the laws of karma. You do good, good come to you. You know what I'm saying? And always do what feels right to you. Like somebody else's idea of charity could be different from yours. Do your way of doing it. And then when you get so used to doing your way of doing it, make sure you align with people who align with the shit that you align with. You get what I'm saying? Like, exactly. Trees and forgiveness. Save the trees and shit. I had signed up with this one group to clean up trash and plant trees. I never got to do it because every time they do a meeting, it's raining or snowing. And it just snowed this time, but last meeting it just randomly snowed that time too. Like, why do y'all be choosing bad weather days? You get what I'm saying? So that same person who give money to homeless people could litter, right? Like, that wouldn't be the person who I would hang with, because I don't give money to homeless people. I give homeless people resources, not cash. So, like, the person who gives money to homeless people, like, yeah, we both like to do good things, but we like to do separate kind of good things. Because they give money to homeless people, I think that's less resourceful because they need resources. Like, that's my opinion. It doesn't mean that what you're doing is any less, right? But you're doing that and you littering on the ground, and I like to pick up the fucking trash. You know what I mean? So it's like, now you pissing me off. You know? Now you pissing me off. You get what I'm saying? We just two different separate type of environmentalists, you know? So go get with your kind. I'm telling you, it's a real thing too. Somebody did piss me off doing that. So no, she didn't litter. It was the act of, like I said, it was the finances. Cause I already told y'all, I have an idea of how women should show up for men, and I don't see that as financially. Like, I think a woman is more valuable when she invests in her prayer life, and I don't mean that in like no non-Christian I'm better than you kind of way. I mean literally like getting in touch with your spirit guides and your higher self and learning how to manifest really well, so that you can pray for a man and he can have anything that he wants. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't agree with women giving men like finances, because you can pray for him and he can be like abundant as fuck. You know what I mean? But you need to be with somebody who believes in your prayers, and you need to believe in your prayers too. And when people don't believe in your prayers, woman, you need to get away from them, because how you supposed to, your man talking about buying y'all a fucking RV, right? And because trust, just believe it. Like, everybody's man is not somebody who really like them or somebody they really like, and they could still be having this conversation, because y'all know people get in relationships for the wrong reasons. So just imagine, like, you in a relationship for the right reasons, and your man talking about buying y'all RV. You go in your prayer and you like, God, I don't know how we're gonna get this RV, but it makes him so excited, and I would love for us to be able to do this, God, because we can do this and we can do that. And I just feel like this is what we deserve, and I don't know how you gonna do it, God. But just like He's surprising me with this, like, God, I want you to surprise him, and you surprise us, and you make this happen for us, God. And then it just happens. You know what I mean? Like, you should be with a man who honor your spiritual self, right? And he has enough, like, he's in touch with himself and his own spiritual self enough so that he don't block the blessing. Because you say, baby, he say, I want to get us da 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 da. You say, baby, I'm gonna go to prayer. I'm gonna tell God everything da 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 da. Mind you, you didn't pray it and got y'all everything else, but he swear it happened practically because you asked God to give him the strength to do it. You know what I mean? Or whatever. She's like, babe, I'm going to pray. He like, man, don't worry about that. I got us. You know? Huh? Because he should be asking God for strength and stuff like that. Like, so, God, give me the strength to be able to keep my word and follow through on the things that I'm saying. Like, God, make sure I'm doing these things with the purest intentions. God, don't let me do things that's going to hurt me and put me on harm's way. That's his prayers to God. You get what I'm saying? So it need to be deeper. It really do. And it need to be consistent. And it can't just be for show. You feel what I'm saying? So I wish everybody luck on their journey moving forward, because it ain't going to always be easy. It's really not as simple as these words, and we learn as we go. Right? But as long as you make space for you, it is always going to be too much space taken up for the people that you don't like. And that's what you want. Because at the end of the day, you want them people from away from you. Even if you can't explain it, you want them from away from you, because you don't got to be trying to think about and figure out why you don't like them, when you can be figuring out ways to make you like yourself more. Even if you really like yourself, shit. Now, what the fuck? What if you like yourself with blonde highlights? You know what I mean? Like, you need space to think about the things that make you happy, and thinking about the things that don't make you happy at a time where you don't have to be, because you can get the shit from away from you. Man, fuck these people. Like, you gonna be hot a little while, they gonna be hot a little while, you gonna be rich forever. Some of the hottest shit that some people ever did was hang with you. Alright, listen, y'all came in at the end. I'm out. um I see y'all next time. Watch the thing from the beginning. Got some good shit going on. See y'all. Be safe.